Let's pretend like we don't know anything about the decode. So you're driving down the highway and you see these dashes repeating. You see the dashes, you see the trusses holding that sign up, the X, the repeating. You see the cars following in series after each other, repeating. You see the signs keep repeating. You see the trees repeating. You see these speed limit signs repeating. You see these light posts repeating. Everything's repeating. You see this bridge repeats. You see that crazy driver right there. And that crazy driver trying to come over my lane. It all repeats. Red flag, so I put my flashes on. When I see two people almost run over into my lane, I put the flashes on. You see the trees repeating. You see the power lines repeating. There's them three bulldozers, cat bulldozers. I keep seeing that repeat going down the highway. 3 of them in a row. Always 3 or 4 of them. So even if you've never heard me talk about the code before, the fact that I'm just showing you right here in real time, everything's repeating. The clouds, they repeat. They're similar clouds. The grass, it repeats. The trees repeat. The fence right here, it's a repeat. It's all a repeat. It's all in sequence, in series. Your Excel spreadsheet has little blocks that repeat. I'm trying to wake you up. I'm trying to slowly let you wake up. Why does everything repeat? The pillars holding up this concrete to hold this bridge up. Why is it all repeating? Do you ever wonder? It just keeps repeating. Do you really want to know the answer? Because I have the answer. Do you want to know the answer? Because I have 100%, 1000%, I have the answer. Do you want to know? Why are these dashes repeating? Why do you go to work every day? Why does your parents and grandparents, they die, and then you die, and then your kids die? Why does it keep repeating? Why is it repeating? I'm getting ready to tell you the answer. Do you want to know? I'm kind of afraid to tell you, because if you're not saved, it might drive you crazy. Before I tell you, Jesus alone saves. Faith alone in Jesus alone. So when you put a piece of paper on a copy machine and you hit the button and the wheel turns, the drum turns, and it makes a bunch of copies, right? It just repeats the cycle over and over. It makes a bunch of copies. You're in a copy machine. You are in a copy machine. Machine. The earth plane, the earth realm, is a reproduction copy machine. And everything in front of you is telling you it's the truth. You are in a copy machine, a 3-dimensional, like when you go to work or at home if you got one, you got a copy machine sitting there. That's what you're in. And there's a light that goes across it, shines a light, makes a copy. So you got the sunshine, right? Every day it recycles, it cycles. You're in a copy machine. Now what are we copying? We're copying two things. Well, we're mainly copying one thing. We're making copies of each other. Well, there's more than one thing. I mean, it's unlimited, really, but just obvious. You're making copies of humans. Humans are being copied right here, right? You got plants and trees and inventions and cars, and everything's a copy. But everything is really a copy for man. That car serves mankind, that telephone pole, the dirt, the rocks, you got minerals in your body. All this was created for mankind to be able to sustain him or herself. It's all a copy machine. Boom, 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 boom. So the flesh, a man and woman come together in the flesh, they make a copy. It's a copy machine. And what's the purpose of the copy machine? What's the purpose of the cycle repeat? So the man and woman, the woman has a cycle, the man has the seed, right? And so the seed goes into the womb, and the conception, concept, right? Conception. And the seed goes in the womb and makes a copy of the man and the woman that came together, right? There's a copy there. Concept, conception. So, what is that pointing to? The seed of the Word of God goes into the womb of your heart, you become born again. So the purpose of this cycle repeat copy is to make humans, but eventually, after enough cycles, you get tired of this place and you cry out and you say, Lord, there's got to be more than just going to work and going home and the cycle just repeats. There's got to be more to that. And most people who don't ask God, they end up they get a midlife crisis and cheat on their spouse, start drinking and drugging and trying to party even when they're older, you know. And they just keep doing it till they die unless they actually cry out to God and say, what am I in? What is this? What's the purpose of this place? It's a copy machine. Not only is it a copy machine, it's a washing machine. It cycles. It washes you. God is washing you. Now, you can see the bricks here, the dash, you can see it's a copy machine. Everything's just repeating, right? It's a copy. Everything's being made a copy. There's copies being made, period, okay? Now, what's the purpose of the copy machine? The light shines on the copy to make a copy, and you got the sunshine, you got the cycle repeat. This is like the drum, your heart, your mind, your soul, your physical body. It's all copy machine, right? So what's the purpose? The purpose of this place is to get you to cry out to God, and He can give you a spiritual birth, not just in the natural. So everything that you look at is natural, and it's all copies. The siding on that house, the fence, everything's just a copy. So God is trying to wake you up to cry out to Him, say, what am I in? What is this place? God made man in His image. There's the copy. It's all a copy machine. When you see Jesus, you'll be like Him, a copy of Jesus. So God made man in His image, and man is usually going downward, and then he has to go downward to see his sin, and he cries out to God and says, save me, Lord, save me, the man or the woman. And then what happens? He gets born again, and he's lifted out of this repeat. Even time is just a cycle. Time is not linear. Every day is the same. Time is not linear. Time is actually a progressive revelation. I think I used to work. I don't know what she's doing on. I used to work with that lady. I don't know why she's on this street. Progressive revelation. Every day's the same, but you can be changed in the inner man by the Spirit. So the purpose of this copy machine is to birth you in from the natural mind to the spirit mind, from just a 3D creature to a 5D creature, to the spirit mind, which is way above the natural plane. The natural mind is stuck in the copy machine, the repeat. And if it don't get old by the time you're about 35, 40, something wrong with you. You're living in a different world, I guess. So Neo, you're in a copy machine, and the purpose of the copy machine is to repeat enough till you cry out to God and say, I want out. And he gives you a new birth, and he starts to change you on the inside into an image of Jesus. And so you go into a spiritual copy machine, and then when you see Jesus, you'll be like him. Because God made man in his image, and man fell. You're being changed into the image of Jesus. Your destiny is actually not over there, it's inside. The renewal on the inner man.